Hi there folks, this is Carroll here, alias the Warrior Unknown, if you've watched any of my videos on YouTube. Now today, in piano lesson 107, I'm going to teach you an ostinato bass line in your left hand, which consists of a G major 7 arpeggio with the note of E included, so then it becomes like an E minor 9 arpeggio, and in the right hand you're going to move the chord of G major 7 in every inversion that you can play it in, so in all 4 positions. But when you combine it with the bass line, it becomes an E minor 9 groove, so it's like an ostinato bass line, which is just a repeated bass figure, folks, or bass line. So let's learn it. That's my right hand. This is middle C. This is the note of E low down in the bass here. So there's E there. So it's right down here, folks. It's almost like 2 octaves down almost from up here. So first note of our bass line is E. Second note F sharp. Third note G. Fourth note is going to be B. Fifth note going to be E. Then we go back to B for the 6th note, and then D for the 7th note, and then back to B for the 8th note, and then the 9th note of the arpeggio G. So when we play those the notes that I showed you there in the order, when we put the rhythm in, it's going to be like this, folks. Like that, folks. And our chords, there's middle C, this is my right hand. First chord is going to be the note of the chord of G major 7 in 3rd inversion. So it consists of the notes of F sharp, G, B and D. That's our first chord. And when we play that against that bass line, you'll hear it, but we actually be playing it twice. There'll be 2 like stabs of the rhythm on it, but you'll hear it when I put it together. So that's the first shape. Second shape, G major 7 in root position, G, B, D, F sharp. Then your next shape, G major 7 in 1st inversion, B, D, F sharp and G. Then the next shape we move to is going to be in the 2nd inversion of G major 7, D, F sharp, G and B. Like that, folks. And then we're back at the 3rd inversion again of F sharp, G, B, D, played an octave higher, and then the next chord, the next position is going to be root position, played an octave higher, G, B, D, F sharp, and that'll be on the way up, and as we reach it we play it a couple of times here, then we come straight back down again on those voicings, like in this order, like so. So when I play this, I'm going to set the metronome to 80 beats, crotchet beats per minute. And I advise you just practice each hand separately till you get used to the rhythm and that, and then put them both together, and then maybe if you're still having problems, slow your metronome down to say about 60 or whatever. So let's go for it, folks. Let's play this E minor 9 groove. So I'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just moved the shapes up a little bit at the end there just to make a little ending, folks, but as you can see, when we were playing that, we had this G major. I'll use root position to demonstrate. We had the chord of G major 7, but we started down there obviously. But if you look at G major 7, you can see it's made up of two triads, G major and B minor, that have been glued together, because you can make the two triads from that chord. You see that, folks? So that's how you can split a G major 7 chord apart, or chop it in half or whatever. And because we've got the G majors, we've got the arpeggio, so we add those notes plus the E. Now if you look at that note there, in the key of E minor, it's the second note in the scale, 1, 2, then if we play up the scale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, which is 8, which should be 8, 1, right? And then we get back to F sharp again, and that's the ninth, so the second's always the ninth in any scale when it's played an octave higher, folks. So that's where we're getting it from. That's where we get this, because we've got that low note in the bass, it gives it the E minor 9 feel when it's repeated in the bass line, which is what gives it that lovely sort of full sound, you know, when you play these chords, folks. And you can see that because it's G major 7, E minor is the relative minor of G major 7. So if that's your 7th in the scale of G major, that's going to be the 2nd in the scale of your relative minor, or if you play an octave higher, the 9th. So there's something for you to remember, folks. So you can see it's very easy to break chords down into a simpler way of looking at them and pulling them apart. But if you practice like that, that will really help your hand independence, and it will take your playing to the next level, you know, playing voicings like that. It gives you complete control over that voicing, so you can play it in every position, and then you can get your left hand working really solidly if you get that bass line really tight, folks. So this is Carroll saying, if you've got any comments or questions or requests, just leave me below the video and I'll do my best to answer. So I'm saying to you, have a nice day, and over and out, and I'll see you in the next video, folks.